Look up tonight. The sky looks calm, still. A quiet blanket of black glass stretched over your head. It is not. Right now, in total silence, 6 worlds are sliding into a single line. A moon is edging toward the gates of a giant's frozen empire. And somewhere above you, a comet's corpse is already falling toward Earth, 40 miles every second. We call these things events. We put them on calendars. We forget what they actually are. They are proof that something vast, mathematical, and completely indifferent to us is running on schedule. This is not a list of pretty dates. This is a machine the size of a solar system, and this July we get to watch it move. Every gear is already turning, you just haven't looked up yet. It starts on July 7th, our moon, the same pale rock that has hung over every human life in history, drifts toward Saturn. Saturn is a contradiction, a planet so light it could float in water, wrapped in a halo of ice that spans thousands of miles. Beautiful, except that halo is a crime scene. Those rings are the remains of a moon that got too close, shredded particle by gravity that shows no mercy. Scientists call the boundary the Roche limit. Cross it and no solid object survives. On the 7th, our moon will hang beside those rings, closer than it has looked in months. It is only a trick of perspective. The two are hundreds of millions of miles apart, but knowing that doesn't make the image feel less like a warning, because our moon is drifting away from Earth too, not toward danger. Away from us about the width of a fingernail every year. Saturn's rings are what's left when something drifts the wrong way. 2 moons, 2 very different endings.
3 days later, on July 10th, the moon slides past something far older, the Pleiades, the 7 sisters, a cluster of young blue stars wrapped in ghostly dust, burning harder and faster than our sun ever will. Here is the strange part. Those stars aren't ancient. They are infants, a few tens of millions of years old, practically newborn on a cosmic clock.
And they are burning themselves out at a terrifying rate. Many won't survive to see what we'd call middle age.
Now put our moon next to them. Dead, airless, frozen in place for over 4 billion years. A corpse standing beside a nursery. When the moon's glow washes out their delicate blue light, it isn't just a pretty photograph. It's the universe holding up 2 clocks at once, one nearly finished, one barely started, and asking you to notice the difference. Most people will look up, see a bright dot near some faint stars, and look away. They won't know they were watching youth and death share the same patch of sky. Then, on July 17th, the sky stops looking random. Mercury, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. This is not magic. It is not mysticism. It's orbital mechanics, the same physics that keeps your coffee in the cup when the plane accelerates, scaled up to solar system size. It's orbital mechanics, the same physics that keeps your coffee in the cup when the plane accelerates, scaled up to solar system size. Every planet obeys gravity exactly, all the time. There is no negotiating with it. But understanding the mechanism doesn't shrink the feeling. Picture standing on Earth and realizing 6 other worlds are, for one night, all pointed roughly your way. Here's what the alignment will not do. It will not increase Earth's gravity, shift the tides, or trigger earthquakes. The combined gravitational pull of 6 distant planets on Earth is smaller than the pull of a person standing next to you. What it will do is force you to see the truth of scale. Earth is one bead, on one string, in a structure that doesn't know we're watching. Every July, the internet fills with the same claims. 6-planet alignments like this happen on a predictable rhythm. Rare in a human lifetime, yes, but not supernatural and not unprecedented. Conjunctions, like the moon appearing next to Saturn or the Pleiades, are illusions of perspective. Nothing is actually close. Saturn sits over 800 million miles behind our moon, and the Pleiades over 400 light-years beyond that. And those shooting stars everyone wishes on, not stars at all, just grains of ancient comet dust, smaller than a pebble, disintegrating in the atmosphere. Most burn up completely, 60 miles above your head, before they ever reach the ground. So why do these events feel so powerful if none of the myths are real? Because the truth is stranger than the myth. You don't need magic when the real mechanism, gravity, orbits, light traveling for centuries to reach your eyes, is already this vast. The universe doesn't need to lie to be terrifying. The fever breaks on July 29th, when the sky turns to gold. The full buck moon, named for the antlers that once grew thick under its light, back when the dark outside your door was something to fear, not scroll past. Look at it rising, heavy and orange over the horizon. It appears larger near the horizon, not because it's closer, but because your brain compares it to trees and rooftops and convinces you it's bigger than it is. An illusion built inside your own skull, aimed at the skull in the sky, because that is what the moon really is. No air, no water, no sound. A dead, cratered mirror, reflecting a star that is, itself, slowly consuming its own fuel. It has watched over every empire that ever rose, and every one that ever fell. Every war, every wedding, every person who ever looked up and asked if they mattered. It has no opinion about any of it, and it will keep rising long after there's no one left to name it. The finale arrives on July 30th and 31st, when the sky tears open. The southern delta Aquariids and the Alpha Capricornids, two meteor showers peaking together, sending dozens of streaks an hour across the dark. We call them shooting stars. We make wishes, but every streak of light is a death, a fragment of comet debris, some older than the dinosaurs, hitting our atmosphere at over 40 miles per second and vaporizing in less than a second. Not falling stars, falling ghosts, pieces of a body that broke apart around our sun long before humans existed. Most burn to nothing. A thin shield of air, 60 miles thick, is the only thing standing between you and 40 years' worth of cosmic debris arriving all at once. By August, the planets will drift out of their line. The moon will pull away from Saturn, from the sisters, from all of it. The sky will look calm again, but you'll know better now. You are not watching a show from a safe seat. You are riding a rock through a field of falling ghosts, lit by a dead moon, aimed, however briefly, at 6 other worlds. The calendar only tells you when to look up. It never tells you what to feel once the dark actually looks back.